Thank you so much for stopping by. I am pleased to see each and every one of you sincerely. First helpful tip of the day. This is supposed to represent me. I pre-focus the camera on this and then take him out of the way. And when I sit in my place, I should be in focus. Next helpful tip of the day, if you make little videos, as I do, is clap your hands. That will give you a spike of sound on the camera and on the little recorder. This is not a colostomy bag. This, how rude. This is where I put the recorder. Why is it in a little sack like this? Because I tend to wear tight trousers and they don't allow for a place to put the recorder. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about product photography, but before I get into that, I want you to know, well, wait a minute, let me just have a sip, because this is another helpful tip number 2 today. If you speak into camera or do any kind of recording, you need to lubricate your voice. I happen to be an apprentice alcoholic and choose wine rather than water. I toast all of your good health and thank you once more for coming in to see me. Ah, that's better. Today we're going to talk about product photography. And I'm currently having a love-hate relationship with a thing that I bought. I think it's called a light box. A thing that I bought on promo. And even at almost half price, I think the money they're asking for it is absurd. And there are 2 reasons for that. It's made obviously of this type of stuff that you get over light boxes, and it's supposed to all squirgle down into a circle and you put it in a sack for portability, which is a great idea, or storage. It's a great idea, but it doesn't happen. And I have yet to get it back into a sort of a circular shape to put it in the bag. And even if you manage that, and if you do, and you have one, do get in touch and tell me what the secret is, because I have yet to discover it. When you get it out of its pouch, it is now very, very creased. And the plasticky material that they've used for the construction of this light cube, we'll call it, doesn't lose its creases. It doesn't matter what you do, it's very creased. That in itself isn't such a problem, but the little backdrop thing that you get to give you a sort of a continuous line without a horizontal line is folded into squares somewhere in China, packed into a cellophane bag, not a basket, idiot, bag, and it then becomes creased into squares. And there is nothing you can do to get these out. I've washed it, hung it out to dry, drip dry. I've tried lightly ironing it at a very cool temperature because it's nylon. No, nothing. So, I'm against this product for about 5 reasons. And here is the rub. When you use it, if you finally ever manage to get it to, oh, hang on. Hell's bells. If you finally ever get it to stand up, the job it does is fabulous. It makes product photography, but more oh, for fuck's sake, can't you talk today, David? More specifically, bottles, glassy things, reflective surfaces, they are a breeze when you use this light cube. So it's a love-hate situation. Didn't like the price, don't like the way it's designed or the materials they've used in manufacture, but finally it does a great job. Was that interesting? Vaguely interesting?
Fucking thing.
Guys, I like making these little videos. I'm not quite sure why, but when you live alone, you tend to have a lot of time to fill, and this is just one of the ways I achieve that. I recently crossed a line. In my home, which is very small, very modest, I allotted a little space for a studio. So I had a home studio. As time has gone by, I have allotted more and more space to the studio and less space for my life, my ordinary little life. So I now happen to live at my studio as opposed to previously having my little studio where I live. And that throws up a number of points, and one of those points is that you need an awful lot of storage space when you become a serious amateur photographer. You've got masses of stuff to store. A lot of it is as small as components for a Meccano set that you had as a boy, probably not as a girl. And you need to put them somewhere. All these bits and pieces I was previously putting in a drawer that I found I could move some other stuff over and put that in there, or a cupboard that wasn't quite yet full, so I'd put other stuff in there. And I recently bought 2 pieces of furniture. One is the table that you see me sitting at, which also doubles up as a surface for macro or small products, things like that. Nice reflective surface from IKEA. Well, not very cheap, but then again, not a lifetime investment. And the other thing is a mobile cabinet, perhaps we could call it. And it has about 2, 4, 6, 8 drawers and 4 cupboards. And I could actually do with a second one because it immediately became full. But what I was able to do was take all the things located around the home and put them in one place. Is this important? Yes, it is, because as amateurs, we're not geared up like the professionals. We have to mix our ordinary lives with our hobby, and most of you will have partners. Nobody chose me, so I live alone, but let's even go there. And it will help you in your work, in your enthusiasm, in the quality of what you achieve, if all the little bits and pieces that you need are nicely stored and segregated into like sections. I think I'll go on now to just say Thank you to all the new subscribers, you lovely, lovely people. And so many of you have said nice things that I honestly feel are not deserved, but please don't stop. And the other thing was, what the hell was the other thing I wanted to say before we go? Because this is what is known as an extro. You've heard of intro. This is an extro. And I love doing these little videos, as I said at the start of this section, and I want to continue. What I need, sadly, is a couple of likes. Last time I appealed for likes, you were very generous. Practically everybody gave me a like, which was very well received. If I'm getting it wrong, if it's ridiculous what I'm doing, tell me in the comments. Or if you don't want to publicly do that, come on over to the Facebook page, which is dedicated to this channel, and message me. Say, David, you're a twat, or hopefully something a bit nicer. And I'd just like to say once more, if I haven't already said it about 18 times in this video, thank you so much for your support. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm having a drop more of this. Cheap plonk, but look, it's almost 3 in the afternoon. Can't touch you for it.